Super Bowl Sunday with the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh! Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind. Handle your business, handle your business. Loyal and honor, don't break the bro codes. The more red rose, max with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh! Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Relax, 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 relax. Oh. Relax, 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 relax. Oh. Relax, 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 relax. Oh. Relax, 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 relax. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold.
Somebody call for the queen.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Gurley again here on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
But, has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Gone. Man open. It's Cup. He's got it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 24. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Out of of the gun. They'll look to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. It's Bird. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Fielded at the 33. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 50, it's gone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Looking for Woods that time.
Well, this win is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the 1st quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. They'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. Going deep downfield for Ross. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And incomplete here on third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31.
17.
On second down, here's Goff. And Cooks hands it over the middle. 20, 10, touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now back to throw. Green with a catch left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Detroit!
Mixon with a first down carry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. back to throw. Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And taken right on the 30. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals getting set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll drop to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Bullet good on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Not too better than that, dog. You got that touchdown on that fluky ass pass interference call. So don't even think this game is close, dog. You're not gonna win this game, dog. Matter of fact, I'm gonna drive down the field and score this touchdown.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
And how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
20. Go. 17. 17. Now, put up.
To throw on second down is gone. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a third and long. From the gun, here's Goff. And the pressure gets to him again. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Bengals. 56 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals are in for 6. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Value three.
A shotgun snap for Gall. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Gone. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Out to his left. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Ndamukong Suh in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And the Bengals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 36. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Hey, 76.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, it's Gurley. And past the 30, down to about the 27. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle credited to Jamal Agnew. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Goff. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. From the right hash, this from 48. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch him now, Barney.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Aqib Talib there to stop him.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Goff now on second down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 50 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty. But there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 20. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Plays over and over, dog. Come on,
now
stop.
An important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal.
You ran that play every motherfucking time, dog.
Good by Bullock, and that gives him a 3-point lead.
Come on, dog. Same shit over and over and over to John Ross. Come on, dog. Stop.
Bullock out
Trash.
now to kick this one away.
I wasn't even going to talk to you, but now I'm going to talk to you.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
I'm into the fourth quarter. Too many yards.
Time for a break.
No huddle.
We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
No huddle. Then run the motherfucking little play action fake bullshit.
All on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, 76! 76! 76!
Again they run with Gurley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
I could throw this bomb to keep it cut, but I ain't going to do you like that. I'm going to do you like this.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley.
Hold that block.
Room to run past midfield. And
get the
finally
running
brought
time
down
out,
at the 43. That good for 19 and a first down.
Every time.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
I'll go back to this little play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Same little bullshit play action fake over and over and over. So you're going to keep running the same plays? Let's go.
Here we go. DC.
He's horrible.
80.
Touchdown, Todd Gurley.
He's back to throw. He's
Oh,
going
that's
to
a
let it
wrong
fly.
fucking button.
And the hit charted loose.
Come on.
It's incomplete.
Damn, I had what I wanted.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, you may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The Rams on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Starting left here.
They'll look to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
They already fucked me out of one timeout.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is no
Get the
good.
fuck out of here.
By the slimmest of margins, he missed it wide to the
This shit
left.
is down the middle, and he
So he
missed
came
it.
that close to tying it, but this one sails wide by a
Oh my
whisker.
God,
And Brandon,
come
pro
on.
football is a game of inches in more ways than one. That one looked good the whole way. But it's agony on one sideline, celebration on the other.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
This dude is horrible.
This is caught. A
Very
big pickup
close. Over
there.
and over.
Without
Oh,
question,
God.
that
You
should be
fucking
more than
horrible.
enough to wrap this one up. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Shit over and over. Come on, what, fullback dive? Watch this. Crashing harder.
They'll run here with Bernard. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. Bullock good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, Stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Cincinnati, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for L.A., it's just their third loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, but I can't believe I lost. Man, did you watch that shit? Did you see that shit? Yeah, nigga, did you see the field goals? Did you see the field goals I missed, dog? Yeah, but its accuracy was so high. I figured if I had that bitch right down the middle, that bitch going in, dog. Man, I missed 2 field goals like that. Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? And look, I got a fact strip fumble on this nigga. Donald and Sue around the ball. Then now one of these niggas pick it up, and this offensive line jump on. I'm like, man, come on, I already know what type of game this finna be. I was hot, dog. Yeah. Man, I was getting mad, dog. I was getting mad. I'm like, this nigga is horrible, dog. No, I start blitzing that motherfucker on that play action shit. Bombs, dog. I'm up 14-3. Should have went up 21-3 when I got the strip fumble. I'm like, yeah, okay. This nigga ain't gonna even jump on the ball. I'm like, I already know what type of game this is. Fuck, man. Just because of the speed. Yeah. That's why I kept dropping Joyner back. I'm like, let me drop Joyner back because I know he's trying to use Ross. He just trying to throw that motherfucker to him. Like, come on, dog. Yeah, that's why I just start blitzing that nigga. I'm like, fuck it, you gonna run the motherfucker, like, come on, dog. That nigga's trash, dog. Cause he can't, yeah, man. Well, I'm still winning the division, but still, come on, man. I should have bombed that nigga. Yeah, should have been, man. I'm up 14-3 on this clown. I'm like, oh, this shit too easy. And then that fool and nigga, look, and let me tell you how he scored. It was third and like 26. This nigga got a 50-yard pass to the first call. Just threw it up to John Ross. I jumped to try to intercept it. They called pass to the first. That put the nigga in the red zone. And then he scored with AJ Green. I'm like, come on. Come on. And then I'm getting sacked at the wrong fucking. This motherfucker scored 14 in the fourth quarter. I'm sure thinking the motherfucker going to overtime. Now, let me see if I got the replay for that fucking missed field goal. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really running for money. I'm Carlos, really running the best. Car moving through these Ubers. I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feel stress. This nigga had 322 yards on 10 for 23 passes, 43%. Motherfucker Jerry Goff 6 for fucking 11. He snuck that man-to-man on my ass when I threw that interception. That shit threw me off. He was blitzing a lot. He ran that cover 2 on-demand shit. That shit threw me off. I threw that interception. This nigga trash. This nigga got sacked 7 times. I got sacked 4. Really running the best. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really running for money. I'm Carlos, really running the best. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with. What's your record in that league? You making the playoffs? Okay.
Losing the bombs, dog. Bombs. Well, this nigga girl got MVP locked up. That nigga got 20 touchdowns. Fucking like fucking 3 games left.
Tell me who the hottest that you know. If it ain't me, you Curry get the flame calling Zuko. Swimming through the money like a flounder.
We like to run a little 5-man blitz. You run the toss play on that nigga, it's a wrap.
Like chowder. Rada. Never gave a fuck about a dollar. More money, me, more problems. Pray for me to fall like autumn.
He only got 1,295 yards, 19 touchdowns, 99.6 yards per game. 260
Giving out like Shaq at the free throw. Anybody wanna be ET? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakisha. Pocket too big, they sumo.
Losing to these balls.
Like Uno.
No.
You act too culo. You and no chance, you go.
Hell no.
Pocket too big, they sumo.
Well, cause you know these niggas be putting up 400 yards passing on like 25%, completion and shit. That's how they begin player of the weeks and shit. Then you went to a motherfucking A's game the other day. They win. I can't believe I missed them 2 fucking far field. This nigga said he's far from above. Shit, I can't tell.
Anybody wanna be ET? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakisha. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling like Uno.
Yeah, just throw it down the field. Put that motherfucker. But I noticed he was putting that motherfucker in the slot. I'm like, oh yeah, you trying to put this nigga in the slot hard in this shit.
Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling like Uno. Like judo. You act too culo. You and no chance, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo.
Man, who I playing this nigga Rizzo's league?
I got so much beef, I could barely sleep.
Nigga, it'd be nice if you actually post the motherfucking schedule.
Good Lord, mama praying on the knees all
Go
day.
see
If you still frontin' when I up it, I'ma squeeze. Bad companies, bad for your company. Bad companies, bad for your company. In the ski mask, in case you come for me. Got it. In the ski mask, in case you come for me. When I say I got beef, they don't want no beef. When they say they got beef, they don't want to
Let me see
eat.
what the fuck I play. I play the Dolphins.
They don't want no steam, put it on it. Had a bachelor's degree, PhD while selling. Fix the face and fix the weed. Now working on the self-esteem. Hit a block, yo, this block. Where you at? Pin it. My new map location be the block on the app.
You can't hang, baby. We don't want you around here. Ice on my neck in this froze. Santa's reindeer. You got bad. It's the same here. Bad company, little bro. You can't hang here. Getting money, so the keep on coming. Phone ringing, so you know the jumping. They looking at me. He owe me some money. Hit him with the crumping.
Man, what you think about this shit, man? I got a partner, right? This nigga get 7 ounces, 8 ounces of weed for $75 a piece, right? So this nigga charges me 50 for a quarter. You heard what I said, nigga. I tells this nigga last night, I'm like, dog, you get ounces for $75, and it's good shit. I'm like, bro, what a friend price is at his shit. He's like, oh, now I pay $700 for 8 ounces. I'm like, nigga, you only paying what, an extra $10? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dog. So I told this nigga last night, I'm like, nigga, I'm giving you $25 for this quarter. Take it or you won't get paid. Take it how you want. Straight up. Hell yeah, ain't we supposed to be cool?
I got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on the knees all day. If you still frontin' when I upped it, I'ma squeeze. I'm above
I'm like, nigga, shit. You get $25. I might not even pay this nigga. Fuck it. Straight up. Talking about there is some new shit, so I pay more $700 now. I'm like, nigga, you should be giving me an ounce for $75.
Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich
some
friends
fucking white boy. He knowing shit.
So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that.
That nigga just a hater,
She say she in
dog.
love, but I doubt that. Maybe
Maybe
it's the clout. I get love in the north, I get love.
Oh no, then let me tell you what the nigga gonna say. I say, nigga, why is you charging me these prices? He said, oh well, $16 is just having to get up to do it. I'm like, nigga, I'm coming to you to pick the shit up. It ain't like you delivering the shit to me. Like, nigga, you at the crib, you act like you can't bag it and, you know, get out of bed. And like, come on, dog. These weirdo ass niggas. I lost this bomb, dog.
Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vanish. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done near every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands.
No, that's another nigga. That nigga ain't trying to get paid, man.
We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA.
Man, hell
Just
no.
another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends. Then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah. Hey, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Hey, yeah.
They just ain't trying to get paid. Like, they want to be broke.
Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top coupe, Dodge Raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Cross move quick like AI. Chain shine bright like daytime. Stack big bread like waist high. I don't do lanes. Little watch y'all like 2 chains. I done swerved in a new lane. Bang at the grit, do things. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top coupe, Dodge Raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't
This
right.
nigga, boy, King Kong gonna lose to Reggie. That nigga lose to Reggie, I'm gonna be on that nigga's neck. They play each other next. Oh yeah, Reggie, that nigga so.
I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top coupe, Dodge Raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top coupe, Dodge Raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Ay, 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 ay.
No.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just see the bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you're saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse deep and irate, and we act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over baby. Put the bread on me, that on my bacon. Big it flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways.
Man, tell me how old you think this bitch is right here, dog.
Look at me, baby.
Oh, let me see her Facebook. Her Facebook.
I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my...
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. This crowd a few minutes
look at
ago
this chick right
stirred
here.
into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to
I'm gonna
match
send it
up
to you in
with the New York
I gotta send it
Jets.
to you in fucking, message. I don't want the bitch to know it, Hold on. I ain't even gonna take this nigga game serious.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
I'm just playing this shit just to play it.
Let's go.
Play action shot PA, bro. That shit make me sick. And I know it's coming, so I'm instantly sending the
On
blitz
first
and
down, it's
shit.
Tannehill. And it pops
I'm
free.
instantly
The
sending the
collision
blitz.
there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. Tannehill finding Stills, and it's a Dolphin first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 more there and another first down.
Yeah.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long.
Man, that bitch said she'll be 50 next year, dog.
You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Nigga, you heard what I mean, next month.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Buying time to his left.
I just said she'll be 50, dog.
Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Brandon Copeland. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19. And the run gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw, Tannehill. He's going to air one out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Unfortunately true. People think he's my boyfriend. We were out together a bit annoying. I sent that DM. I'm like, man, how old are you?
What they're doing, and on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield.
And then she got a son. Yeah, she got a son.
What people call a dagger route.
That's damn old as my son.
After the clear out.
I'm like,
in this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. For the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Somebody in this nigga Rizzo bullshit. I ain't taking this shit serious.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jordan Jenkins in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Yeah, that's a good 50. And she only like niggas, too. Shit.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2 big plays in succession, and the Dolphins on the move. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive.
These days for these bums, dog. Like, it's unbelievable, dog. They fuck you, dog.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Oh, come on, man.
Detroit! Detroit!
Garbage, dog.
Now let's go! 319! 319!
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. He got 29 yards that time.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Robert Quinn in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Yeah.
Set! 319! 319!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And Myers able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
No, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So now here come the Dolphins. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Buster Screen is able to bring him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And a completion to Wilson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Tannehill fighting Wilson for the Miami first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Drake. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Tannehill. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's a give to Richard. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
On 2nd down, Darnold. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Rashard. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Miami
Niggas don't
after
give
this.
a fuck about that shit. Like, nigga, what the fuck
The
you even
throw
bomb
on
at?
second down is Tannehill. It's caught, Stills, right side. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Tannehill now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Go. 28. Zip. 50.
Now Tannehill. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The former first-round pick from Boise State, Shea McClellan. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
30.
Tannehill going for the deep ball. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. This is Richard. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now a first carry for the former Cleveland Brown, Isaiah Crowell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Third and long, it's Darnold. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively
50,
after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this for 43. And Myers able to knock it through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Andre Roberts now to return it. He spins free. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
They kept him to a short run play there. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Darnold from the gun. And Matthews has it right side. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go again with Powell. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Yeah, nigga. You got jokes.
Darnold now to throw. Going underneath for Burrell. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll try to run for it with Corral. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So it's a third field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. And look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
No, they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Yeah, I know.
Now Tannehill. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. It let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you get all that open space, the big guys leading the way.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Play. Go. Block.
To throw is Tannehill. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Tannehill on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He'll get it up the middle. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Back now in Miami. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Right back to Drake. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Sanders' kick is good, and the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now.
Yeah, what about
a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. New York set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last
when I get done there.
I never met an offensive coach
that
didn't
you can
want to
pay
drive
through
to end
PayPal
with a
too,
kick.
or credit card,
Most of them
or
want to end with
whatever.
a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative.
Yeah, I'm going to do it in about 20 minutes.
Fan bases that wanted
that
weren't happy with that field goal.
Probably,
I haven't met a
I
fan
got to
base
meet
yet
dude
that wants to drive in with a
that
kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So I'll holler at you. I'll just get to you when I come down there.
So from the 36
now,
bet. 1st and 10.
Hello? Hello? Yeah, that nigga on some credit cards. Man, type shit.
They keep it with Crowell on first.
I'm like, this nigga, that's early 2000.
Unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the
bro.
37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to
you
put this
some
offense in
48s
precarious
for free?
position.
Go ahead.
We know the security
I'm
point of attack,
about it.
especially against the big body
Shit,
guys in
nigga,
the
I'll
middle.
even
This
take some
game
J's.
has got to be priority one.
Darnold. He hits Herndon over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
A first down carry now for Crowell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory down at the 31. On the ground, Richard down to about the 22 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. That one complete to Anderson. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. They go back to the ground now with Crowell. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
All right, nigga, you got some numbers. Go to Best Buy. I'll go pick that shit up. Fuck it, whatever. Shit, give me a MacBook.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Bilal Powell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late.
playing a perfect
You
game
got to
against this
rally your kick
motherfucker,
team,
too.
don't you, and
Really
say the
into the
last
game
thing we
and shit.
need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited to make the last tackle.
Straight up,
You
dog.
mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Straight up. I'm
And
playing
this
that
return
nigga. I'm
gets
over here
positive as
frustrated
he gets
and
past
shit.
the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the
Ain't
Dolphin
making no
offense
mistakes,
now
no
as they get
turnovers.
set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Tannehill now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
Being chased out left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. He's back to throw. His throw
Play action, PA shot.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Drake. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. So many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. And now out come the Jets. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going.
Hold the ball, you bitch.
Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw.
Oh my
It's
God,
incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't
open.
connect. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw. Deep depth. And the defense loses it. It's complete.
Let's go.
And he's across for the touchdown. And it's
Yeah,
likely
with a
the
touchdown.
game winner here in the closing stages. Might be seeing that one on the
That's his
highlight
first
shows
catch,
tonight.
too.
The home
Damn.
run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Oh, wow. This nigga.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking
Man, you think they're going to give niggas some
one, to get
reparations?
yourself in position for the second one. Whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Let's go.
And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And this doesn't
this
get
nigga missed the
there. It's
field goal in
no
overtime
good.
by a foot.
They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little
that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice.
14,
Got your notes laminated, because you know open air boom. That rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Jets, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.
Hold on, dog. I gotta piss. what up? Hey, you gotta listen to this nigga named Casanova. Nigga, fuck you. Hey, listen, li- listen to Casanova. He sound just like that nigga, dog. Got got the same look. Got the same delivery and everything, dog. And he got a diss song saying a diss song to Suge Knight and shit. You gotta listen to the nigga rap. Nigga, you know you be over. Nigga, you know you be over there listening to damn, what's the name? Uh, nigga, nah, we ain't talking about Hall and those. We talking. We talking about that motherfucking. We talking about that. We talking about that Krishan shit. That Krishan. Nigga, she from Oakland. Nigga. Nigga, she from Oakland. Nigga, nah. I know about the bitch because she was on Vlad TV and she said she was from Oakland. That's how I knew about her. Some little chick that nigga listened to from Oakland. Yeah. No, she got a black jacket. She a little white girl, and he was cause Vlad asked her about saying the word nigga and shit, and she was like, "I'm from the hood." She was like, I'm from the hood. That's how I talk." She's like, "I ain't know it was a problem until I went somewhere else." So you know, shit. But that nigga be listening to that shit though. Yeah. Mm. Damn. Mm. You ain't lying about that shit. Hmm. I feel that. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, what up? Nah, he ain't. Nah, not yet. So just gonna come by. Nah, he just gonna come back by. I'm gonna jump in the shower, then I'm gonna call this nigga when I get out the shower. Then we can bounce. All right, peace.